Hello everyone and welcome back to Tory Bash Takeover. This is Dr. Hacks and today I'm going to talk a little bit about dueling and how to duel. A lot of people were wondering how on earth do you make Tory credits in this game? Because if you do it by just winning in official rooms and only getting 10 TC a win, you're going to be stuck there for a long time before you ever make a lot of TC. So, one of the major ways that players make TC in this game by having in-game ability is through dueling. So, what is dueling? Dueling is a match that's designed in order for you to play against your opponent with a stake of your current Tory credits. How do we do it? Alright, let's get started. We're going to make a room. We'll call it Duel 1. And this will be our dueling room. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick a mod that you feel confident you can win a duel in. So let's say Racing Cars Fix.tvm. I'm a pretty good race car driver and I think I would win in a racing car duel. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to /duel start and the amount of TC I want to duel for. So let's say 500 TC. Alright, the next thing I want to do is make sure that whoever is currently looking to join a duel server knows that this is in fact a duel server. So I'm going to / the description. I'm going to add a color. 27 is pink, I believe. Yeah, dragon, I think. Dueling in racing cars, 500 TC. So now people will see in the descriptions in pink, I'm dueling in racing cars for 500 TC. So now anyone who feels like they can win in a racing cars game can enter. If I want to stop dueling, I will just do /duel stop. If I want to start it back up again, I can change the amount, etc. Now, you cannot stop a duel once it's in progress. You can only stop a duel in between matches, which means once a match is over, you can stop it before another match begins. Otherwise, you'll be locked into playing for stakes again. So again, the risk to dueling is obviously that you will lose TC if you lose the match. But the benefits are very substantial because if you think you have a higher win ratio than 0.5 against people that are dueling you, and you keep the rate of how much you duel for constant, you will be winning Tory credits. This is outstanding because you can make loads of money really quickly if you're a really good player. I've had people tell me that they've won up to 500,000 Tory credits in a matter of a day just by doing some high-stakes duels and mods that they feel comfortable with. Which leads me to my next point. Do not duel in a mod you don't feel comfortable in. Just because you want credits doesn't mean you should duel someone who's good at something in a mod you're not at. So if I set the mod to Aikido Bake Dojo, I am not an ABD player at all. So it would be a really poor idea to join a duel server where it's 5,000 Tory credits to play a single match in this mod because I know I'd lose in it, or I wouldn't have a good chance of winning. So don't be so hungry for TC that you're playing in mods that you don't have a good chance of winning in. Unless, of course, you're using dueling as a learning experience, which I do. I recommend, if you're having a hard time learning how to play a mod, to set a duel. And set a duel in that mod so that you attract really high-level players to play you. Now, you're probably going to lose that TC, but think of it as like a payment for learning how to play the mod. You can then save the replay and watch how that great player played the mod. And you'll know he was actually trying because there was TC on the line. Another great thing about dueling is the fact that you can learn how to play under pressure. And I'll explain that right now. You see, if I enter this duel for 500 TC, winning is what matters. And that means I have to play to win. This is a very good skill to acquire, and I acquire a lot of it through dueling, because when you do it like this, when you come into, say, a world championship match, you will already have the experience behind you of playing in environment where winning is what's most important. And then you can go on to win with much greater ease. So if you have a hard time winning when it counts, I highly recommend dueling. So I would start dueling at a lower amount until you get adjusted to this concept and idea that winning is what matters. And then as you feel more confident, then every duel starts to feel like a regular old match. So setting the duel standards really, really high won't bother you nearly as much. But a word of warning, if you are someone that rages when he loses, dueling might not be for you, because if you lose 5,000 TC and that makes you really upset, one instinct might be, okay, let's make it 10,000 TC. But if emotions are running hot, there's a good chance you could then lose 10,000 TC for a grand total of losing 15,000 TC. You don't want emotions to take control of you. That's really the point of all of these duels. So this is a little bit of an intro about how to duel. I'm going to bring someone on to teach you more about dueling when we get there. So thanks a lot. I hope this is really informative, and let's make sure Tori Bash takes over.